Hello and welcome to Nerdmageddon here on KZLX LP Maryville and on the KNWT Facebook page and YouTube channel. Thanks for hosting us. I'm your host, Simon Clark. With me, I have...
Hello, I'm John Taylor, and I'm here for whatever's about to happen.
All right. And next to me on the other side, I've got...
Hey, folks, it's Richie Roveto here. Glad to be back for another week. I'm really happy you bring me back on.
It's not a surprise. You're one of the main hosts. But
yeah, but
he's on a weekly basis.
Yeah, I'm on a weekly contract.
Yeah. we constantly evaluate you after each episode, and we're like, yeah, he did okay here. I guess we'll have him on again.
Yeah, I started with 2 strikes this episode, so let's see how this goes.
We'll see how it goes. And also today, we have a special guest with us. Everybody, I'd like you to welcome Paige Jennings.
Hi, I'm Paige Jennings. I'm the special guest this week. I know. Thank you, fanfare, all that jazz.
If I had a soundboard, I would play a bunch of sounds.
It's okay. Their hand gestures were good enough. I just love some applause.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So we have Paige on because she loves anime, and we asked her to help us decide a little squabble that we've been arguing amongst ourselves. What is the best, solid, just one season anime? Thank you, Richie. Thank you for helping me.
Emotional support is very important.
I'm number 1, Simon. Never forget that.
Okay. John, will you be my number 2?
I will be your number 2. I'm number 2, yes.
Okay. And I am also here to observe.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we are doing a Nerd Royale. We haven't done one of these in a long time.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Yeah. But this one is about the best one-off anime series that we've ever watched. So we're going to go around the table real quick, just the 3 of us, and give our series that we're going to do and just a brief little explanation. Richie, I'm going to have you start.
Me?
Yeah.
Usually we start with John. That's crazy. You're putting me
I know.
on the
I'm
spot.
going to go all the way around so it's not as confusing.
Okay, so one season show that I picked, all right?
Convince me.
It's so easy, all right? It's Evangelion. I had to pick that. Everyone's seen it,
Good
but not
choice.
but
That's
not
a really
for
good one.
not for the humans, for the robot fights, because those are some of the best ones I've ever seen. See, episodes 8 to 18 are some of the best in the series because those fights are really good.
Nice. Okay.
Good show.
John,
Yeah.
do you want to introduce yours?
I will introduce mine. I've already spoiled this with Paige, but I am doing Kill la Kill. It is, I think it's 26 episodes, 27, somewhere around there. But yeah, it's basically focused around this high school that's kind of as its own empire kind of thing, where power is gained by school uniforms, and the school uniforms have levels of power that then get increasingly higher if you're involved with student council, and the student council president is the strongest of the strong, and then obviously they're all in school still, so it's structured very school-like, and they're still kind of
Okay.
It's amazing.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's amazing. It's
yeah.
amazing.
So there are 2 things for mine. I'm going to introduce mine in an interesting way. There are 2 things I love in life. 1, my fiance, and 2, boxing. I love watching boxing. I'm a big Rocky fan.
Of course.
Rocky.
Which Rocky movie?
Rocky 4, hands down.
Best one.
Ended the Cold War. It's amazing.
Good stuff.
Are you doing Baki?
I'm not doing
Okay.
Rocky.
No, not
That's not an anime series.
Baki.
What?
Baki. B-A-K-I.
I don't
Never heard
know
of
what
that
that is.
Okay.
No.
Never mind. Go continue.
No, mine is called Megalobox.
Megalobox. Okay.
Megalobox. It's about a nameless person, just identityless, scrap dog kind of guy who's doing underground boxing in a cyberpunk world full of people with cybernetic enhancements. They box as well, and he is picked up by this underground. Trying to figure out what exactly he would be. Bookie, he rigs games and stuff, but he's so in debt to what I assume is the Yakuza. It's a big giant, mafia group. Bad guys. Yeah. And he says, I'm going to take this kid and we're going to win this national championship to pay off all these debts. And his whole gimmick is that he's called Gearless Joe because he fights against these people with cybernetic enhancements with nothing. Just himself, and his arms. That's it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's like a rags to riches story, and it's just the characters are really fun, and the art style is very Cowboy Bebop-esque. It's really cool. So yeah.
Sounds dope.
Yeah.
I'll say, Richie, I don't think you explained Evangelion.
No, I didn't, because I heard you say, oh, I know that. So I
Yeah.
kind of just, my brain ticked, like, oh, okay. No, but to explain it, a sad boy gets into a robot and fights an invading species of other big robots. But then there's a twist. And I'm not going to tell you the twist.
Oh, I
and you're
know
about
the
to say the
twist.
twist.
Don't tell me the twist.
Robots. And I love when they fight because they're massive.
There we go.
There you go.
Perfect
Nice.
explanation.
Nice.
Yep. Okay, so I guess now we have to argue why ours is the best, and Paige, you're just gonna like.
Am I just gonna sit here the whole time?
No,
and
you're
Not
gonna
really.
reject.
You can hop in and basically make points along with us.
Okay.
And mostly we're just waiting for the end so that we can have like a winner. Is what
Yeah,
it
yeah,
comes
yeah.
down to be.
Wise, yeah.
I will
Yeah.
say you guys picked some really good like one season animes. I haven't heard of
Megalobox.
Megalobox. But I've heard of the other two, and I gotta say you guys chose some ones that I was not expecting.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting Kill la Kill. I didn't know that was like a one and done short series.
It was just one 26 episode season made by Trigger Studio, who also made other stuff. I think Mob Psycho.
They
which
did an
was-
episode of Star Wars Visions, I think.
Oh yes. You
Yeah.
were totally
I
right.
didn't see that.
I still need to see that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
You
I
should
guess-
first.
you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. So the reason why I think Megalobox is the best short form anime series is, like I said, because of the story. It couldn't be any closer to the perfect boxing kid story. Gearless Joe, he calls himself Joe just because, he has to come up with a name to enter, and since he's like literally a
average
nobody.
Joe.
An average Joe, yeah, exactly. Since he's literally a nobody, has no ID or name in like the worldwide web system that they have in this giant city, he has to make a fake ID with a certain name, and he just says, "My name is Joe." That's it.
Man, why couldn't it be Gearless Jeff, bro? Anyways,
Gearless
here's
Jeff.
the thing, all
Because
right?
Fearless Jeff was taken.
Oh my
Gearless Jeff.
goodness.
Gearless Jeff 001.
It's like the username stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, with all these like cybernetic enhancements and stuff, I'm sure they have like, usernames in their like Google Glass world. What is it called? Megalovania?
Megalobox.
Here's the thing. I've never heard of that before, but already you got me because I love the movie Cinderella Man,
Yeah,
That's
a good
a
movie.
classic movie
Yeah.
too. But it's not Evangelion.
Okay, but
Listen, bro. Listen. You got half and half people robot nonsense. Evangelion, you got full
These are-
on, bro. You got
These
and
are
not
yours
only-
okay. Yours.
Listen,
yours.
I know they're also a little biological too.
I was about to say
listen,
they are literally biological
but are your
robots.
fellas as tall as buildings?
No.
Yeah, yeah.
Evangelion's got Gundam.
They got Gundam. They got guns because they also have like assault rifles too and all that nonsense.
Yeah.
I will say.
And giant spears. that
And they got
throw at
giant
each
spears
other.
that they throw at each other. They got the cool plasma knives. I could name off some of the best fights right now. Have you seen the show?
I haven't seen the show, but I know
man.
the show's reputation well enough, I guess,
They have
to
a
be
penguin.
familiar with it.
Mm.
They have a penguin?
They got a penguin in it named Pen, an emperor
Pen Pen.
penguin.
That's pretty
He's
good.
That's the
great.
best
Got-
name for a penguin I've
exactly.
ever heard.
They got big red eyebrows too.
I don't know. I'm leaning more towards. I've never seen Evangelion, but I know a lot about that as well. But I've also never seen this, and that sounds a lot more interesting when it comes to robots.
Because you
than-
can put yourself
Instead
in the
of-
shoes.
Instead of a sad boy being forced into a robot.
True, but I did say in the beginning we're focusing on the robots, not the sad boy.
I know. I'm just saying. Instead of a sad boy being forced into a robot, mine is an angry boy
Redemption.
taking off robot pieces and just completely obliterating people. It's very much kind of like a.
How obliterated are we talking here?
One Punch Man obliterated.
Yeah.
Not like absolutely obliterated, but like these people have cybernetic enhancements that could kill you. if
And he's
punched hard
destroying
enough.
them and killing them.
Not
with-
killing them,
Not
knocking
killing
them
them
out.
He's
He's
Knocking
knocking
them out.
them out
Hero.
Is he
without
like ripping
cybernetic
out
stuff.
their cybernetics and like destroying them? Or
No,
So-
he's beating them on skill alone.
And he doesn't have any cybernetics, right? He's
No
just using his
cybernetics.
strength.
He did start with this really dumb like set when he was underground boxing, and it looked like he was wearing like a freight cart and like weird pistons and stuff. But
That's kinda
he
cool.
ripped that off, and he was
Yeah.
done with that. It was really cool.
Okay. John, when you talk about Kill la Kill.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You want me to talk about Kill la Kill?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll talk about Kill la Kill. Well, the reason why I think Kill la Kill is one of the best is, I mean, I've seen that show 3 times. It's not a long watch. I mean, 26 episodes, but they're like 15-minute watches, and it starts with the character Ryoku, who basically has like a scissor blade, which is like half of a scissor, and is trying to find the other blade because it was made by her father. And then she goes to this school as like a stranger, and then like comes into the class, and like he's just basically like seen as this figure like from Attack on Titan, almost just like towering over the student. Like, oh my gosh, it is fantastic, and I probably need to rewatch it again now that I'm talking about it a lot. But
It kind of makes me want to rewatch it.
it's just like there's a character named Mako, which is her best friend, and that character literally, whenever she's in fights, she's her best friend. Whenever she's in fights and she's like on the verge of like either like backing away or dying or something, Mako would literally like time freeze and just freaking like, just like, stop, you can't kill her. She's my friend, she's my best friend, and we've got to keep her. She's going to save the world and stuff like that. And it's just like the dumbest nonsense, but it's just absolutely funny to watch. And yeah, I love it. I love it.
Oh, that's great. I just realized we all picked like shonen style anime. Where they're all fighting anime except yours. Yours is more mech based.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong
nothing
with that.
wrong with that
Not
I'm a
at all.
whatsoever.
Gundam fan.
Not at all.
Iron Blooded Orphans, amazing.
Oh,
But
my
I like-
goodness.
I like-
I haven't watched season 2 of that show yet, but that's a good one.
I like
Yeah.
how it's a different style though, because yours
Yeah.
is definitely more like hand-to-hand combat. This is like more, I mean, it's pretty much hand-to-hand, but it's like different varieties of different people attacking with one main style and
It's-
range, and
It's giving My Hero Academia meets Demon Slayer.
it's
Sans
Yeah.
the breathing techniques.
yeah, you just gotta throw in like the kind of comical style of like Jujutsu Kaisen as well, and then like just Trigger Studio that like animation style, and like the story's really well, like it's so easy to watch all the episodes, and like you get really invested. I mean, I forgot to mention that there's these life fibers is what makes the uniforms, and that ends up being like an alien being basically. Yeah,
Hey, that's a lot like what Ruchi's thing is,
it's
isn't it?
I was thinking like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, like Into the Spider-Verse.
Symbiote.
No, it's not like
like was it the Venom one? You know?
The Venom, yeah,
a
that's
symbiote?
symbiote.
Yeah,
Sym-
When you
Yeah,
said
that's what it was.
symbiotic, I'm like, oh, symbiotic Titan. I
Oh,
love
yeah,
that
yeah,
show.
Right.
Symbiotic
No, but I was
Titan.
saying the wrong word.
Yep.
That's my problem.
yeah, I think that's enough of Kill la Kill. I think we
You
can.
think?
Is that all of us, or
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
we gotta go?
Why do you think it holds up against, like,
Listen, bro. Everyone says
Evangelion.
Evangelion. That's when everyone talks about anime. People keep talking about that, which I honestly don't agree that everyone should watch it. I think it's definitely a good show,
What?
but it definitely is a
Evangelion?
weird show.
Evangelion?
Evangelion.
Oh,
but
No,
it
yeah,
goes-
but it's
it goes
just like
crazy.
it goes in my mind. I haven't seen it, but I know it goes down in history for what I view it, just from not seeing it, not reading about anything. The animation style looks absolutely fantastic.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
And
It's one of those. It has a reputation.
It
that
has a
speaks for itself.
reputation. It's probably timeless in the art and how it, revolutionized like anime and everything like that. But I think Kill la Kill still stands a good chance.
I've watched Kill la Kill, right?
You have seen it?
Not all of it, but I watched
well,
the first half. I think
no,
the
you
last one I
can't- the
watched
last
was when
half's
they
the best.
fought the marching band director. or
The last
something.
half is the best part.
Mhm.
But,
Literally,
hey, I'll eventually get to it. All right.
it
but
is fantastic.
and the fights are cool. But listen, all right, Evangelion. All right, listen. Are you listening?
I'm listening.
All right, he's listening. Are you listening, Paige?
I'm listening.
All right, everyone's listening. Simon,
I've been listening, man.
I forget what episode it is, like 7 or 8.
Okay.
There is a scene where they have to take down these 2 angels, and the only way to beat them is when they simultaneously do the same exact thing for 2 minutes before their robot's battery die. So there is a I don't know how long exactly because I think they cut it down for animation reasons, but a quote, air quote 2-minute long fight where these 2 robots are doing the exact same thing, sync to this symphony song, and it is such a good fight. It is so good. And then there's this other one too where they find out how to do teamwork, and they shoot this one that's coming down, it's leaking acid. So one of them's being a human shield, the other 2 are shooting at it
Oh,
from within
is
a
that-
missile
I think I've
silo.
seen that scene,
Is
actually. I
that
think I've seen
Double O?
I think so. I don't remember.
Double O's my favorite.
I haven't watched it
man.
in forever, but it's the
I love
one that's
Double O.
the big eye that's got the. No wait, that's a different one.
That's
It's,
one of the angels I'm talking about.
the
one of
spider one.
units. Oh yeah, no.
But
I'm talking about one of the units that's like the guard.
Yeah.
It's double O.
Oh, that's another one too. They got the shield and the sniper rifle. Listen, it goes crazy. It goes insane.
It's cool. It's cool.
Scenes.
It has a lot of layers. It also gets into some really like metaphysical stuff.
It gets crazy towards the end.
It's also got
extraordinary
extraordinary meme potential.
Oh, absolutely.
There's so many dumb memes made out of that. Oh my god!
At the very end,
its
where everyone's
opening
clapping.
theme.
Oh,
its opening
the
theme
is
is a
slap,
meme
though.
in itself.
It's so
amazing.
good too.
Everybody
I can't
knows the
argue with
opening
that.
theme, bro. What is it called? Crucial Thesis
Yeah,
or something?
it's amazing.
It's a slap. You ever listen to it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on Dance Dance Revolution.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's such a good opening. You know, Megalobox doesn't have that great of an opening, but its style, like I said, its style of art, animation, and fight scenes, because they are like just straight up regular boxing fights. But there are certain things that some of the boxers do, like they have these special things that their like cybernetics can do. Like there's this one guy who has an AI inside of his mech pieces. Nobody knows about it, but it's an AI that can telegraph people's moves before they happen. So he's
that cheating?
It is, and that's the
that's
problem.
why nobody knows about it.
That's the problem. Is
Good
it's a
point.
really rough situation. Every single one of these people are like usually horrible people. Gearless Joe just wants to, prove that he can beat up the world champion, because the world champion came and fought, or like almost fought him in that underground ring when he first started, and then he actually ends up going up against the world champion. It's amazing. It's amazing. And then there's more that happens after that, but it gets really like you cheer for the characters and you're like, man, I love that guy. I love this little kid that is an orphan and he wants to help this guy.
This
real
sounds
rags to
just
riches.
like that Hugh Jackman movie with the robots.
Real Steel.
Real
yeah,
Steel.
this sounds exactly like that.
That's what I was
It's-
thinking
That
too.
is too. I also
And I
like
I'm
did
sure I'm
like
not
it.
the only one who was thinking that.
That it's like that, but without the robots actually doing the fighting. They're real people, and they have like things biotechnically like embedded into them. Is the kind of set that I'm talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Evangelion. Obviously, as you said, it gets into a lot of really metaphysical stuff and like really just all over the place. And I honestly might watch that show. Like that actually sounds like a really
It's
dope
so much
show.
fun. It's so much fun.
But Kill la Kill, like it's really simple to watch. You could easily watch, like I said, you could easily watch all of it. You follow the characters so well, and like each episode, there's not a boring episode. Each episode, and just like I bet with your shows, there's not a boring episode. Like there's,
I was thinking because Evangelion gets kind of boring.
like there's
Some
maybe
episodes.
like out of 26 episodes, there's definitely like probably a couple minutes of some boring like stuff for story, but. I mean, by the end of it, you will get so story involved with the characters and everybody involved, and it's just like it starts with somebody kind of like rags to riches. It just starts to somebody that has nobody, and then goes to the story and like starts to have people start to be around her, and then like she starts to basically, it's kind of like a self-confidence or like a confident kind of show, just to like. It's just she gains power in how confident she is, so it's just showing throughout the show. It's just. By the last couple of episodes, I mean, oh my gosh, she is basically like, it's honestly like the last couple of episodes, the fights when she has her full power uniform, it honestly reminds me of like Evangelion, because she basically has like rockets flying around.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually like,
That is cool.
I probably should have mentioned this earlier. This is actually very important. She has her own like mutated uniform that her father made, and I can't remember, I think it's called like Senketsu or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. And basically it's like a talking uniform made out of life fibers that's basically every time she wears it, she can give it blood, and then it transforms into like that really awesome uniform. And how it gains power is she has to basically clear her mind of like she basically has to gain confidence. That's basically what she does to like get more power, and then like all that stuff. So that's really important.
It's
too.
a very Naruto. You better believe it.
Yeah,
sort of
you better
situation.
believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, something
It's kinda
like that.
Okay, so Paige, after hearing us argue kind of about nothing for a little
No.
while,
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
not
all talking about how good
nothing.
our shows were.
yeah, how do you feel? What show do you think stood out the most?
Well, I gotta say, of the three that you guys presented today, I definitely see a trend. And the trend is that you're all guys and you chose a lot of fighting anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all exciting.
Yeah, they are exciting, I will admit, but I'm going to have to go with Kill la Kill.
Let's go.
Just because it also has like a little bit of a slice of life aspect to it.
That's fair.
And her best friend is just
It's
adorable.
like I can't explain like how awesome it is to just like see a character, like the development of that main character, just how well it shows her confidence growing in the whole show. Like it's really dope, like how it's shown and how it's shown with that and how it's equivalated with her power in the uniform as well. It's like awesome. I love it.
All right. Well, I think we have a little bit of time left to talk about the geek recommendation Richie gave us. You had us read Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man. Yes.
Yeah, we talked about
My
it a little
lord.
bit. I forgot how weird it gets.
It gets really weird.
I only read the first chapter. I understand you read a little bit more than
I read
the first.
technically what the first book is because it has a couple different books.
It definitely gets very weird, very bloody.
Well, not just the bloody part. It just gets kind of uncomfortable in some points, but
I forgot about that.
I love how much I like the main character is hilarious. He just wants to eat toast.
No,
He wants to eat
because
bread.
that was such a good way.
Yeah, he's got nothing. He's like,
nothing.
one day we'll be able to eat bread with like butter on it. And he's talking to his
the
dog
little fella,
demon.
the little fellow they made really
Puchita.
cute just so they can make merch.
Yeah. And then they kill him off.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Well,
first chapter.
He's
kill him
inside. Though.
He's inside him. That's why he's in there.
I always love stories that start out basically like kind of
in the most horrendous way possible.
Start out in the most
Rags to
horrendous
riches,
way,
you
but
know?
like don't start out like in the beginning, but like start out kind of like in an important part, but then show you the beginning. And I like just like reading through it, I was just like, what's dreaming or what's not? Like, I mean, I read through it very quickly.
Right.
But it was
That's
just,
fine.
it was.
It goes.
I thought it was.
a lot.
I wasn't uncomfortable.
I
I was
will
expecting
say-
Chainsaw Man to be very,
I knew it was
It
gonna be.
stab
definitely
me
is
in the
very
brain and
edgy
heart
and
at the
stuff
same
like
time.
that. But I will say that, especially as you keep reading on, it gets much
Sad.
better.
Doesn't it get sad
It gets
too?
much better.
Yeah.
Of course, everything's gonna get sad.
Oh,
right? You know what I mean,
Demon Slayer's sad, and I've been reading that for a while. It's so sad.
bro? Oh my goodness.
It's fine.
But yeah.
I'm gonna continue reading that.
I
Yeah.
hope you do.
Paige, have you had a chance to read Chainsaw Man? Because we didn't tell you
No.
anything before.
Right now, I don't even know what it is.
That's okay.
Oh,
That's
really?
completely
That's
fine.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to check it out, and
pretty
off air,
cool.
we can
It's
talk
very,
about it.
very weird.
Based
It
on
is
your
weird.
guys' review, I might avoid it if that's okay.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
fine.
honestly.
It's fine.
I probably shouldn't have.
All right. So this week it is John.
Yeah.
You're doing our geek recommendation this week.
I
What do you
am
have for
doing your
us?
geek recommendation. Oh gosh, I totally forgot I was
You
doing
totally
this.
blanked.
Oh.
So I will do. What have I done? Why don't I do Kill la Kill?
There you go.
There you go.
You guys haven't seen it, right? I know
I've
you've
seen the
seen
first
some of it, but
few.
maybe the first episode will spark some light after this discussion we had today.
Real quick,
And
what rating would you give it?
rating?
Oh, the
ratings for
Chainsaw Man.
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
give
right.
it. I was gonna try and remember the chainsaw or the devil like dog. Pochito, is it?
Something,
Pochito.
I don't
Pochito.
know.
Yeah, I'd give it 5 out of 5 Pochitos.
Hey, there you go. He likes it.
I'm gonna
Let's
continue
I know,
reading.
absolutely,
What
yeah.
about you?
I'll give it 4.5 out of 5.
Pieces of-
Slug demons.
Yeah.
Those
Say
are weird.
Pieces of
Banana
them
slug demons. Yeah.
in the garbage.
Funny. Anyway, okay, John, thank you so much for the geek recommendation. Paige, thank you for taking the time to come on and
Yeah.
help us settle this argument that we had.
No
so,
problem. Glad to be
once
here.
again, this is Nerdmageddon, and as always, you nerd it here first.